is Jessie, and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you like ASMR, then you are in a good place for that. So today I've got an interesting perfume to review. I have got Remember Me by Jovoy. So I got this on Mercari, so I got a pretty good deal as usual, but this was a more expensive perfume. It came luckily in the original box, which has this sort of snake skin type look to it. And then obviously, as you can see, it says Remember Me. On the side here, it also has some information that shows how this is legitimate. Like, it probably has the batch number and stuff. So what I have here is the 100 milliliter size. I don't know if they make a smaller size. So this was also included, and there's the perfume. Yeah, so this is fun. This is just a silk bag that says Jovoy Perfumes Rares. I had never heard of the perfumer Jovoy. I guess they're French, but I've never heard of them before. And honestly, I cannot tell you why I bought this perfume. I think I just saw it on Mercari, and I was like, and I saw it was a good deal, and so I bought it. It was one of those sort of blind buys that you probably know you shouldn't do, but I did it anyway. Oh well. So here is the perfume. On this side it says Jovoy, and on this side it says Remember Me. I'm honestly not super fond of the bottle. The bottle itself is nice, but the stickers to me don't always look a little bit less appealing. So I was kind of surprised that for such an expensive perfume it would have the stickers on the sides, but what I do love about this perfume is the cap. It is really heavy. It's a heavy cap. Like, seriously, it's pure metal. I'm not sure what metal, but it's heavy. Yeah. Oh, so I did try to dress on theme for today. I don't really have a lot of yellow, goldy type things, so this was one of the shirts that I had that I thought is kind of in the color range, but I don't necessarily think it. I don't know. I don't know what I think of when I think of this perfume. It is almost like a very warm, fuzzy perfume, so it is kind of casual, so maybe this does work in a certain way. I don't know. So yeah, I've got this shirt here, and then I've got these earrings. If you can tell, these are teddy bears. They're little teddy bears, and I guess they kind of work with this theme, like I said, because I've has some words. I think it's in a language that I don't know what it means. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a spray. Try to make it on the paper. That had a large spray radius, like right out the gate. It was, which is nice because sometimes you spray and it's like it's like shooting a dart, and you're like over here, and then it's like, in one spot. So good sprayer, definitely good atomizer. Okay, so I definitely smell it right away. It's definitely vanilla-y, sweet, and lactonic, but I'm also getting it initially with something aromatic and a little spicy. Yeah, spicy and aromatic for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the main accords for this fragrance. Okay, so first we have warm, spicy, lactonic, vanilla, citrus, aromatic, green, floral, fresh, woody, tropical. Alright, so that is what we have for the main accords. Definitely I get the warm, spicy, the lactonic, vanilla, citrus, aromatic. Those are the ones that I definitely get. Yeah. This is a more unique perfume, I would say. I haven't smelled anything that smells quite like it myself. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the notes. Alright, so I'm on fragrantica.com as always. And alright, so we've got 3 top notes. Firstly, we have cardamom. Secondly, we have lemon. And lastly, we have bergamot. So 2 citruses and a spice. Let's see what I smell. I definitely do smell the cardamom. And I do smell citrus. It's kind of hard to say if it's more lemon or bergamot. Maybe more bergamot, but I do smell some citrus. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the middle notes. We have tea. T-E-A, tea. It doesn't say if it's black tea or green tea or white tea, so no, not sure. And then we also have ginger. And lastly, we have frangipani. So what do I smell? I do smell the tea for sure. And I also do smell the ginger. I'm not sure about the frangipani because I have not smelled that on its own, at least in a very long time. And so I do not feel confident to say if I really smell it or not, but I know it's a tropical smelling flower. But I don't really get a whole lot of floral notes in this. Definitely more the vanilla lactonic, and then also spices and citrus. Okay, so moving on to the base notes. most in this perfume. If I had to narrow down to the notes that I smell the most, I would say cardamom, tea, ginger, milk, and vanilla. And if I really had to narrow it down, I would say milk, vanilla, cardamom. It's too hard to narrow down. Maybe those three would be the top though, milk, vanilla, and cardamom. But definitely also ginger and tea. And then underneath that, definitely citrus. And then lastly for me is the French penny, the woody notes, and the cedar. So yeah, to me this is very cozy, sweet lactonic, but not at all cloyingly sweet, not your typical just sweet girly perfume at all. Like, this is sweet but in a very also like spicy and different sort of way. Yeah, the ginger and cardamom give it a warm spiciness. The bergamot and lemon give it a little bit more of like a citrus uplifting note. The tea makes it a little different, so it's almost like a milk tea. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's almost like some sort of herbal milk tea with vanilla, with like a vanilla pod in there. I don't know. It's almost like a milky herbal chai or something, vanilla chai. Let's go ahead and see what other people on Fragrantica are smelling. So I'm going to show the votes. So firstly, people are saying they smell milk. Secondly, tea. Thirdly, cardamom. Fourth, vanilla. Fifth, ginger. And then French penny. And then lemon, woody notes, bergamot, and cedar. So that's pretty similar to what I'm smelling as well. Pretty similar. So yeah, definitely like kind of milky vanilla chai tea vibes. Yeah. I honestly am not sure if I want to keep this fragrance or not. This is not my typical scent profile, that's definitely for sure. However, I'm intrigued by it. I'm really intrigued by the milky note. I had a sample of that fragrance by Commodity called Milk. It's just called Milk. And I had a sample of it, and I wore it, and I felt so torn. Like, part of me really liked it, and the other part of me was like, oh, this is too much. And it just felt like too much all day. And I wore this perfume a few days ago, and I kind of felt the same way, where I was like, oh, I like it, but it also felt a little much. My partner smelled it on me, and he was like, ooh, you smell good, you smell sweet. And he said, you smell like strawberries. But, you know, he's not super good with picking out fragrance notes, to be honest. But also, when I wore this a few days ago, I was also sick. I just got back from a trip out of the country, and my partner and I both got like some sort of stomach bug or food poisoning towards the end of the trip, and so I felt really, really not good the last few days, and I put this on in the midst of that. So I don't know if I can be the best judge of it, so I'm gonna wear it again at least once more to kind of get a feel for if I like it and if I want to keep it. But I think I'm leaning towards a no. However, I do think this is a really nice fragrance. I do. It's just not necessarily my scent profile. If you've listened to any of my videos, you know that I tend to lean towards fresher, lighter scents, a lot of which tend to be like more aquatic, floral, fresh. for some statistics for longevity, people are saying that this is on the longer lasting side, and I would agree. When I wore it, it stuck around for a while, and when I smelled that shirt the next day, I could still smell the perfume on it faintly, so I would say this has pretty good longevity. For sillage, the users on Fragrantica are saying it's a little bit more on the moderate side for sillage. I would say this is probably right in the middle is my sense of it. Like, this is definitely going to catch someone's attention, but not like, it's not gonna like hit them like a wall, I don't think either. But it's definitely got some notes that project, like the vanilla and the cardamom and ginger, I think definitely get out there more. It is soft and kind of cuddly in a certain way, but I think it projects. Okay, for gender, most people are rating this on the more unisex side, but feminine leaning. I would agree with that. To me, this reads a little more feminine, but pretty much unisex. I feel like this is pretty unisex. And for price value, people are rating this to be decent price value, if anything, a little overpriced. I saw online that this tends to retail for around $200, so that is very expensive for perfume. Obviously, it can get more expensive than that for perfumes, but that's quite a lot, I would say. You can find this on sites like Mercari and eBay for more in the range of like $140, $150, but even that is still a lot. I think I paid $130 for this, and it looks like maybe a little bit of it was used, but it's basically brand new in the original packaging, so pretty good deal. Alright, so moving on, let's go ahead and read some reviews. So, I'm just going to be reading some random reviews here. Somebody who does not like this fragrance says, "This does not smell like a dessert I want to eat. Did not enjoy this powdery old lady smell. Nothing redeeming about it for me. Would not recommend. I know you can find better." I don't really get powdery old lady at all. Yeah, I don't really get that. That's just me though. I think this is definitely more niche, modern, I would say. But what do I know? I don't really have any formal education in fragrances, and I'm honestly not that, I'm pretty new to all of this. Okay, moving on. Somebody who likes this says, "I'm really not a fan of the opening, which is a shame because the dry down is great. The opening is a boozy, spicy leather to me, but it's not a nice boozy. It's more like you're at a sketchy bar and you're at a sketchy bar with a line of cheap shots in front of you. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes later, it fades to a very aromatic and slightly spicy lactonic tea scent. I'm really surprised by all the votes saying this leans feminine. Between the opening and how aromatic the dry down is, it definitely leans masculine to me, although there is a beautiful creamy softness from the vanilla and milk notes." Alright. Next, somebody who loves this says, "Lovely creamy milk tea with fruity nuances. Delightfully balanced. This one is one of my faves from Jovoy with its joyful character. Absolutely fantastic fragrance from this house." Somebody else who really likes this says, "I'm not as great of a fan of gourmand fragrance accords as I used to be, so milky tea scent with some aromatic and citrus accords, and I hope you all enjoyed